Hello! This video will contain spoilers for Gilmore Girls and also for Gilmore Girls A Year in the Life, which is what this video is about. Like, I cannot stress to you how many spoilers there are going to be in this video. Spoilers. There will be spoilers. Spoilers, spoilers, spoilers. Spoilers! There will also be spoilers in the comments. Do not look down. I now consider you to be sufficiently warned and any whining will not be tolerated. If you don't watch Gilmore Girls but are watching this for some reason and don't care about spoilers, it is a show about a mother and a daughter and they talk really fast and they're very good friends. The show ended ages ago, but they recently did a 4-part extra long episodes Netflix special, and that was called A Year in the Life, and it is the only thing that I had to look forward to in my own miserable life, and now it's over. I really enjoyed A Year in the Life. There was a lot of fan service and just like inside jokes, and oh my god, Lane's dad. My flatmate watched it and she's never seen Gilmore Girls and she was very, very confused, and her main questions were, what was up with all the cheating? And I thought Logan was meant to be the good one. I mean, obviously I had to correct her there because Logan is not the good one. None of her boyfriends are really the good one, except maybe adult Jess. But yeah, the whole cheating thing brings me to something I want to talk about, which is that Rory Gilmore is not always the best person. Lots of people feel like all the cheating and the kind of self-centered attitude is like new and out of character for her, but I disagree. I think we find it easy to forget that Rory cheated on every single boyfriend except Jess in the original series. Like, that was part of relationships for her growing up. Cheating was something that she didn't see as off limits. So it kind of makes sense that she might carry that into adulthood. Also, being the other woman, you know, she's already done that. I guess it is a little depressing that she hasn't learned from all these things, because here she is at 32 doing all the same stuff all over again. She is sleeping with an engaged guy. She's cheating on her boyfriend of almost 3 years by the end of Fall. Oh my god, that Paul joke should have ended in the first episode. Poor Paul. And she didn't just cheat with Logan, she also cheated with that Wookiee, who I think it's fair to say did keep his costume on. But I'm not here to judge anyone for being a furry. Although I do slightly judge Lorelai for like not really caring when Rory told her these things. I wish Rory had grown up a bit, but at the same time it's so not out of character for her, any of these things that she did. She has a tendency to think that things will go her way, like she will get what she wants. I think Lorelai even says at one point, maybe in the original series, Rory's used to getting what Rory wants. She expects to be able to just sleep with Logan because that's what she wants at that point, and she also expects to get that website job. I mean, they did get her hopes up a little bit, but then she walks into an interview with zero prep, no answers to any of their questions, and she expects that she'll still just be handed that position. I think because a lot of people identify with Rory, they find it hard to see that she's not a great person all of the time. It doesn't mean she's a bad person, it just means that, yeah, sometimes she does bad things. Instead of talking about whether or not we're on like Team Logan or Team Jess, maybe we should be thinking that like adult Jess might actually be too good for Rory. I mean, really one of the other annoying things is that Logan seems to have massively regressed. He is engaged to someone he doesn't seem to care about and he is cheating on her. I guess maybe having his proposal to Rory rejected kind of like eternal sunshine of the spotless minded all of his good decisions out of his brain. Jess is cool. Dean has settled into the life he always wanted with like his wife and his spawn. If my lineup of ex-boyfriends looked like that, I would keep pictures of them all in my wallet and just like show people like a proud mother, like, I had sex with these people. Okay, generally here are some things that like confused me or I didn't like, but then afterwards I'm going to tell you all the things that I did like. There were a few things that started and then seemed to go nowhere, like the surrogacy conversation, that thing about the letter with Emily and Lorelai that seemed like it could be this big thing about their relationship, and then it just went. I think because of how long the episodes were, sometimes the pacing felt super weird. Like, oh, Rory's leaving to get on a plane, but then here she is again. How long has it been? No one knows. Time travel. I wanted to see more Lane, and I wanted Lane's life to have progressed a little bit, maybe. I want to make like free Lane t-shirts, like those free Winona t-shirts. The body shaming in the summer episode was weird, and that kind of questionable, maybe racist storyline about like that whole family moving in with Emily. The musical took up way too much screen time, and there were a couple of moments like that where I was like, listen, I have waited so long for Gilmore Girls, I do not need to listen to a whole song sung by a troubadour. That's not what I'm here for. Give me wall-to-wall content. The conversation that Rory had with Chris at the end in Fall just kind of made me feel a bit sad and icky, but also he hasn't aged. I actually thought he was CGI at one point. The last 4 words are interesting. It kind of makes me feel like you need more screen time to delve into that, but I also can't imagine them coming back and it actually being good. I'm scared. Things that I really loved. Lorelai and Lou got their happy ending. I know it was cheesy and ridiculous, but it just made me so happy. The problems that they had along the way felt a little bit convoluted, but I love that end scene. I sobbed hysterically, especially because they used that song. It was really weird though that Jess and Suki weren't there. I loved Emily's storyline. She went on this like journey with her grief and she came out of it looking very content and at peace with things and finally able to be herself, and she kept a maid the whole time. I just loved it because we all know that Emily is the real Gilmore Girl. I think they dealt with Richard's death really well. I mean, it's really hard because it's Edward's death as well, but I think they just did that really well. I really liked that stupid Life and Death Brigade scene. Like, it was bizarre. It didn't feel like normal Gilmore Girls, and neither did the wedding scene. But I just really liked it, even though I really don't like them. I love that Paris is crazy rich and getting shit done, and I hope that she and Doyle work it out, and I wish we'd seen a little bit more of her. Also, it was just funny. Like, I was scared it wouldn't be funny and then it would be awkward and it wouldn't feel like Gilmore Girls, but it felt right to me, and I laughed a lot and I cried a lot. Obviously there were things I didn't like, but overall I enjoyed it. I'm happy they did it. I was so happy to be back in Stars Hollow. It felt like home. I had such a fun day with my family because we spaced the episodes out throughout the day and we ate so much food. We had like chocolate chip pancakes for breakfast, veggie burgers and chips for lunch, and then obviously Chinese food for dinner. It was basically like a Gilmore Girls Christmas. It was wonderful. Anyway, let me know what you thought in the comments below. I am looking forward to everyone's take on various things. Copper boom.